Hey, Daniel Hawk commented on my transformation video, and he asked a great question. He said, how long does that transformation take? Like, for example, the You Remind Me transformation. And he also asked some other great things like, why does Amazing Slowdowner help you? And is it singing a cappella that helps you, or is it a combination of both? And also he asked, it seems so simple and it's hard to believe that there's all these complex singing systems out there when the solution is actually very simple. Okay, so I'm going to comment on all those things. So the first thing, how long does it take? Approximately 500 hours, something like that. Okay, 300 to 500 hours to be amazing, to really make a massive change. And look, 100 hours at least has to be learning. Okay, so this is where I sales pitch in me as the teacher. You need the person, the mentor, or some kind of mentor in some kind of way, right? Someone to give you some kind of feedback for a good amount of time, just like when you go to uni and study. Approximately 100 of those 500 hours should be with a mentor. So let's say you're looking at 2 years, okay? So if you spend an hour a week with me for 2 years, that'll be 50 hours a year. 2 years will be 100 hours. So that'll be 100 hours where you're getting feedback and you're getting taught strategies. You're getting told you're wrong here, let's fix that. You're getting strategies, feedback for the 100 hours where I push you to new limits. And then the rest of the week, maybe you practice 3 or 4 days a week for about an hour, and that'll be the rest 400 hours or so. That's your practice, where you're watching our recorded videos back and you're like, okay, here's what Rashad helped me with. You'll play that part in the video again where I make you maybe repeat over it, and then you listen to it, and then you try to do that by yourself. And then you kind of practice that way on your own, as well as you can practice on your own for about 3 or 4 hours a week. And then you come see me again. And if you practiced twice a week or 2 hours on your own and 1 hour with me, by the end of 2 years, that'll be about 300 hours. So you're looking at around a minimum of 300-ish hours to 500 hours to be like drastic change from beginner to professional. I mean, it makes sense, right? When you go to college or school, you do spend about a couple of hours a week. You spend about 5 hours a week on a particular subject. By the end of a year, 2 years, you become really good at it. Yeah. So that's how long it takes. All right. Now, why does Amazing Slowdowner work? Amazing Slowdowner works so well. I'm just thinking if I should do a different video. No, I'll keep it in. Amazing Slowdowner works so well because you're singing with the singer. Because the singer is perfect. And when you slow it down, it's slow enough for you to get it for whatever level you are. The more beginner you are, the more you have to slow it down. Or the harder the phrase is, the more you have to slow it down. When you slow it down, you are getting every note perfect. You're singing along with the singer, developing that strength to sing the notes really accurately. And every change. That's what develops the voice, okay? And the second step is the a cappella step you're talking about. So the first step is, can I sing it accurately with the singer every time? Once you can do that for if you can do it 4 times straight without 4 reps, without any mistakes with the singer, you're ready to try it on your own. Now, once you try it on your own, it's harder because you've removed the assistance of the singer. So that is a crucial step because you're going to intend to sing by yourself. You're not going to sing with the singer at the end of the day. Yeah, that's the final goal, is to sing by yourself. So the first step is you sing with the singer because they're training you. And it's like training wheels. And the next, it's like when you're learning driving, well, in Australia anyway, when you learn driving, you have a teacher with you or your parent with you or whoever, and they sit with you. And you need to fill the mandatory 150 hours or whatever with that teacher before you're allowed to drive on your own at all. Okay? So singing is the same. You got to do that mandatory time with the singer. and then the singer is your teacher, but then you got a teacher like me who's on the outside, who's telling you how to do that process, telling you when you're right, when you're wrong, and telling you what to work on, which element to work on, and fix those kind of mistakes. Okay, so it's kind of like two teachers. You got the artist that you're listening to on Amazing Slowdowner, and then you got me on the outside to help you further. Some people won't need me. Some people will listen to Amazing Slowdowner and they'll be all good and they'll be able to figure it out. Fantastic if you're one of those people, okay? Because then you can do this on your own. I don't need to teach you. You can just tell me, hey Rashad, I use your method, thank you so much, it's really helping me, and then put up some videos and let me see. But if you are the kind of person that can't do this alone, or you need the organization and the structure, you need the other teacher. So, two different stages, with the singer and then without the singer. I actually have a middle stage where it's like you go with, then without, with, without, for every rep until, so one rep with, one rep without, one rep with, one rep without. So you do that, and then you advance to the stage where you go completely alone. And then you fix the mistakes that happened there. Every stage is going to be difficulties and mistakes of those three stages. Every stage has its important thing, but that's it. If you can do it with the singer, and then assisted, and then completely alone, a cappella, that's the entire system. That's pretty much it. The hard part is all the mistakes that happen when you're doing that. But simply put, that's all there is, okay? What else did you ask? Oh yeah, the complexity of other people's systems. Now, people make other systems complex because they're trying to standardize teaching. And that's a good thing. If you can standardize teaching to a certain point, you know, you can train people to teach, you can sell products that way, you can train a lot of singers. But the bad thing is, they just haven't done it well. They standardize the wrong thing. So I standardize my method, what I just said, my method there, I use that for everyone, okay? But the problem is, these people standardize the wrong ideas. They take things like weird sounds, lip bubbles, scales up and down, arpeggios up and down, breathing exercises, larynx exercises, larynx lowering, diaphragmatic exercises, vowel exercises, etc. All these ideas are bad ideas because they're all removed from the song. Natural singers never do these things. This is how I know they're bad ideas, because singers that are naturally gifted never practice with these methods, ever. So if they never practice with these methods, obviously these methods are not a step that is required. That's how I see it. So then the idea, then it's like, well, what do you do? Well, it's easy. You can buy the sheet music for every song, go look it up on an instrument and learn how to play it. There you go. All you need to do is pay for the sheet music, which is very cheap, considering how much work has gone to create it. Or you can use Amazing Slowdowner and you do it by ear, which without sheet music, which is my preferred method, because e-training is more fun, and sheet music is missing things. It's missing slides, it's missing all these little details that you can't quite hear. And you know, you don't get to hear the singer's voice when you use sheet music. Yeah, so they're just bad ideas, that's it. Plenty of bad ideas out there. I mean, people used to think the world was flat. I mean, it was just an idea. That's how they thought they should approach seeing the world. And then they realized it was wrong. The reality is that you need to prove your ideas. So, you've seen my before and after. I'm pretty sure it's the most drastic before and after that you've ever seen, because I've never seen one more drastic than my own before and afters. So I have my proof. You can go onto my playlists and you can see my students that I've been teaching, some of them, the ones that have agreed to allow me to put their videos up, and you can see the change they make just in one lesson. Just in one lesson, you can see the small change that happens, and you can just imagine that change happening every lesson. And then it adds up, you know? Add up 100 hours of change. If every hour you make like 1% of difference in your voice, in 100 hours, you're 100% better, for example. Okay, I hope that covers everything. And I'm Rashad Hayek, rnbsinglessons.com. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for the support. And let's do some lessons. Let's get started. If you can't afford lessons, watch my videos, okay? All right, bye.